In this video, I'm going to be revealing the top 5 plant-based weight loss hacks that you can start incorporating today so you can start losing weight and healing your body with ease. My name is James. I'm a plant-based nutritionist and a weight loss coach, and I'm here to help you to make the rest of your life the best of your life. All right, let's get into it. So the first hack that I want to suggest to you is to avoid oil. And when I mean oil, I mean all oil. Even the ones they call healthy, like avocado oil, olive oil, or coconut oil, they all fall under the same category. What category is that? Pure fat. Pound for pound, there's no food on the planet that is higher in calories than oil. And if you look at the calorie density chart, all the way at the end on the right, head and shoulders above all other foods we consume is oil at 4,000 calories per pound. Now the problem is oil is in everything. It keeps everything shelf stable, so almost all packaged or canned or boxed things contain some type of oil. Things like pasta sauce, and even things like crackers or cookies or oat milk. If you look in your pantry right now, I can promise you that if you look in the back of your packages and cans, you're going to see on the ingredients list oil. Now, not only do people have those in their pantries, but everyone typically cooks with oil. Even if they're cooking something healthy, they start with oil in the pan, or they toss oil on food and throw it in the oven. Or they have a delicious salad that looks amazing, but then they pour some dressing on it, which is packed full of, you guessed it, oil. So little by little, oil has caused you to gain ounces and pounds over time, because 1 tablespoon of oil is 120 calories. So between cooking at home, between eating processed foods, and even eating out at restaurants, most Americans consume 5 or 6 tablespoons of oil on a daily basis. That's an extra 600 to 700 calories per day. And that's going to translate in you gaining several pounds over the course of a month. So if you can start eliminating oil from your diet, you're going to see drastic results in a very short period of time. Not only is it going to cause you to gain weight, but it also puts you at heightened risk of cardiovascular disease, stroke, cancer, all of those type of things. You don't want that. Start avoiding oil. The second hack is prioritize whole foods and avoid processed foods, even the vegan ones. Now, when I mean whole foods, I mean things that we know to be foods, right? Things that our body processes and uses as fuel, things that our parents ate and our grandparents ate and their parents ate, things like whole grains, rice and quinoa and oats, or legumes like black beans and chickpeas and lentils, vegetables like broccoli and potatoes and greens, and fruits like apples and grapes and mangoes and kiwi. These things are a whole unprocessed food that contain fiber and water. They keep you full and satisfied so that you're not reaching for a snack right after you eat them. It's real food. It's real food. And if you stick to these real foods, it's almost impossible for you to be in a calorie surplus. And did you know that 80% of all the products in the grocery store didn't exist 100 years ago? So these new foods that are being invented and marketed are being consumed by the public, and we don't even really know what they are. Now, the term plant-based has really been hijacked by a lot of these big companies that are making these new foods. They really only care about the opportunity to make money. They don't really care about you and your health. And they're just trying to cash in on the fact that plant-based is becoming more popular. So they're making a bunch of products without the meat or the dairy, but instead they're pumping in bunches of oil, bunches of sugar, bunches of fat, and they slap on a sticker and say plant-based, and then they market it to people that really want to be healthy but may not really know what they're doing. These plant-based processed foods are going to keep you fat and sick. So ditch the frozen pizza, the burgers, the mock meats, the cookies. If you really want to heal your body and lose the pesky fatty fat, leave them alone. Now the third hack is don't drink your calories. Do not do it. Remember, the only way you are going to lose weight is to be in a calorie deficit, meaning you're burning more calories than you're storing. But the thing about drinking your calories, whether it's juice or soda or even smoothies, is although it might taste good, they're generally high in calories but low in satiety. And what I mean by that is keeping you full. So you're wasting calories on things they're not even making you full. For example, you can drink a glass of apple juice and it'll be about 233 calories. But guess what? It's not going to make you full. So in order to be full, you're just going to need to eat something else and eat more food, which means you're going to be eating more calories on top of that. So say you find something else to eat and it's 200 calories. Well, now in total, you've just consumed 433 calories to get full. But on the other hand, if you just ate the apple, the whole food that has a fiber and water, it's only 95 calories. And guess what? You're going to be full and satisfied if it's a nice big apple. So all you needed to do was to eat your calories in the first place to be full and to be eating or consuming less calories in order to be in a calorie deficit. So skip the drinks, including alcohol, and switch to water or tea, and you're going to see a lot of huge differences in your health right away. Now, the fourth hack is meal prepping. Now, the majority of people fall off the wagon not because they want to, but just because they're hungry and there's nothing compliant to eat. It helps to avoid compulsive, less nutritious choices when you do meal prep, because when you're hungry and you don't have anything really healthy on hand, you're just going to eat whatever's available, and you're for sure going to be gaining weight by doing that. So listen, meal planning is like giving a gift to your future self. So when you're starving and you go to the fridge and boom, you have a full meal already cooked and all you have to do is heat it up and eat it, that's the best feeling in the world. And it doesn't even take that long to do. You can just use a Sunday and prep almost for the whole week if you wanted to. And you can use your oven, you can use a top, you can cook on the stoves, you can make rice on the stove or beans on the stove while you're putting veggies in the oven, and everything is cooking at the same time. And if you have a slow cooker or a rice cooker or Instant Pot, even easier. And you can even make a big pot of soup or chop up your veggies for a salad so you can just throw it all together during the week. Because I understand, when you come home from work and you're tired, the last thing you want to do is to start chopping things and cooking things. The last thing you want to do is more work. So do all the work on the front end and enjoy your stress-free eating the next week. I promise you, having food on hand is going to be one of the most important things that you can do in order to reach your health goals and not self-sabotage. Now, the fifth hack is have realistic expectations. This is a mental hack here. You didn't gain weight overnight, so you're not going to lose it overnight either. You gained it over time, so you're going to be doing the same thing in reverse. You're going to lose it over time. Slow and steady wins the race here. Don't be too high when you're losing. Don't be too low when it seems like the scale has not been budging for a couple of days. Just trust the process. All you can control is the inputs, right? You can only control what you're doing, what you're consuming. Your body is going to respond in its own time, in its own processes, and give the outputs, which starts with the internal healing that it's doing and then releasing the body fat. So don't rush it. It wasn't rushing you when you were eating those Cheetos. Also, don't get caught up in the fads like the crazy detoxes or pills or powders. None of those are long-term solutions, and it'll only leave you disappointed in the end. Then you'll be kicking yourself because you'll be like, man, I wasted all that time, trying these things, and I could have been further along on this path if I would have just done the thing I know I needed to do. So don't get caught up in that. Listen, getting to your ideal weight and your ideal health is for sure possible. And with the right plan and realistic expectations, you can win. I know this because I've helped hundreds of people lose weight by incorporating these very same principles. So listen, if you're looking to lose weight, if you're looking to heal your body from chronic disease, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, etc., and you want to use a plant-based diet to do it, I want to invite you to join my free school group where I give you tons of free resources, cheat sheets, courses, master classes. I have a live Q&A, coaching. All these things are designed to help you to transform your health and your body, and it's absolutely free. So you can click the link below and make your way over there. And listen, if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe below so you can be notified of all the future videos that I have for you so that I can help you become your healthiest self. So that's all for now. Thanks for checking the video out, and I'll see you in the next one.